Is everyone from upstairs?
Donation
down
total
here?
got like
Here,
almost all the way there, and then
Okay,
Is everyone down here?
Get everybody downstairs.
everyone.
Jump by 20 more.
And Bailey, start disparaging it.
Be smug.
they're not gonna make it.
So I can start with
done.
the corporate donations. Big thanks to the Escapist for organizing that whole crazy mini site that they did and putting us in touch with lots of different companies to get us corporate prizes, and not just like the Escapists themselves, but also the people at the Escapist. Like I'm pretty sure all this stuff.
Wow.
It's still going. Carry
Okay.
on.
I'm pretty sure that the stuff from Atlas was arranged by Susan
Yeah,
personally.
no, I read the email from Susan, and I'm not gonna say who she sent it to, but because it was copied in there, so the person shipping could just grab our address, and it was like, "Hi, darling." like she clearly knows somebody at Atlas, so I have to say Susan Arendt, particularly for the amazing Atlas stuff we received this year.
So, thanks to everyone that we received stuff from. ThinkGeek for all the cool stuff. Atlas, of course. Card Kingdom for the Card Kingdom sponsored this Card Kingdom sponsored this hour, 2 hour. The Fernwood Coffee Company.
Buy their coffee.
If you happen to live in Victoria,
go there.
Best coffee.
Yes, best coffee.
And
best people.
Best people, and empirically, some of the best baristas in the world.
Yes, like awards. Yes, seriously. Awards. We're not just saying. Yeah, personally.
Square Enix, Hothead Games, Astro, Geeks Dream Girl, 2K Games, Hog Rocket, made from people late of Bizarre Creations. Jimmy, Big Giant Circles for the 100 download codes he gave us.
Plus the amazing.
Oh, and the Loaded Ready remix.
Yeah.
The Rover Outpost for the patches. The Cookie Brigade.
Somebody just donated a lot of money.
For the.
$4,000.
That must have been an auction.
That might have been our auction.
Wow.
Yeah, but still.
The Cookie Brigade for Deliciousness. Dragon Chow Dice Bags, Split Reason, Capcom, Shaw for giving us the fat pipes.
That is the pipe, Shaw.
Thank you for giving me free broadband 50.
Boutique Mac.
Boutique Mac and Conti for hardware.
Yeah.
This computer that Johnny arranged and put together is. Oh yeah, let's see if Johnny can show it off. Our sweet tech setup over there.
Yeah.
Double
Show the chat.
Oh yeah, show the chat. There's a giant monitor for the chat. You can't really see it. It's a huge.
It's a big TV.
It's a big TV.
Just a small other equipment donation. VIU donated a bunch of equipment for me to bring down here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right.
That's in my time.
Vancouver Island University, and oh yeah, right. Johnny's getting paid for this.
Not from us.
No, not by us.
Not
Justin TV. I don't know if anyone noticed, but we're ad free. Did you guys see that?
Yes.
That happened a couple days ago. And Justin TV loves what we're doing, and like we sort of like added them frantically as a corporate sponsor partway through this run. But they've already said like next year they want to get in on the ground floor. They want to help us out as much as they can, and we'll be
Finally,
we'll
streaming
Ah! 16.8K to the next tower.
When did that last 3 grand come in?
It was the auction.
Omianui, Mega Cynics, which is separate. We'll get to Steve, but Mega Cynics just by itself. Sterling Ramix, Geek a Week, Nintendo of America with their surprise last-minute donations. Silver Fox Advertising, the same thing.
Penny Arcade.
Penny Arcade, and not just Penny Arcade, and of course Child's Play. Child's Play.
We're getting there.
They're under my special.
Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah. But also related to Penny Arcade, Robert for giving us all of our food today.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much, Robert. This was so good.
Oh my god. I don't think if you're not in Victoria, you don't understand what it is that Robert brought to the moon base. He brought the best food.
He brought all of it.
Noodles.
All of it.
In a box.
All of it.
And
all the noodles.
Tim Hortons.
And
Save that.
You gotta save that for last.
Just founded one in this
Collins.
building.
The only thing that was missing were the hairnets.
We had so many amazing call-ins this year, and from just awesome people. Tim Schaefer,
Oh, yes.
Chris Avalone, Sean Becker, Movie Bob, Yahtzee and his terrifying cat face, Jim Sterling, Seamus Young, Susan Arndt, Steve Butts, Paul and Storm and their lot of things within arm's reach.
Yeah.
Will Wheaton, Felicia Day, Jonathan Colton, Kevin Murphy, which was a real thrill for me personally. John Scalzi, Steptoe, Jim Sterling. I already said that he's on there twice, but whatever. Thanks.
Double thanks.
Grant Imahara, Veronica Belmont, Jeff Green, Sam Logan, Chris Cashman, Notch, C418, Phil Plate, Ernie Klein, Peter Segal, Segal. It's written here. You wrote Segal.
No, that's how it's spelled.
Well, that's
It's
just
S-A-G-A-L.
confusing for him.
That's not
S-A-G-A-L in there.
But that's not how it was on the
Mikey
website.
Newman,
Yeah,
Justin McElroy, Mikey. Sorry, my
yeah,
favorite part about Mikey Newman's call was like, what else can I put in for my shelf of stuff
Behind
behind
me,
me?
yeah.
Gets up, runs over, grabs something, comes back.
Yeah.
Where am I? Justin McElroy, Molly Lewis, who donated a song.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Slaska.
From Fifth Cell.
Yep. James Portnow, Mike Robles, Russ Pitts, and Mikey Newman is doubled again.
Neil
Gaiman. He was a last minute sort of like, oh, surprise, Neil Gaiman. Like, what? Oh, and Harrison called in and showed us the gravity gun he's going to be donating.
Oh, Harrison did call in. He's not there for that. That's why he's not on there.
No,
Yeah,
I got
was
Will.
on here.
Monte Cook.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Monty Cook.
There was too many.
Yeah, we got her.
I think we got everything. Yeah,
I
I
can't
know.
believe I got them all by
Cook.
Skype.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
very
we have
valuable.
their Skypes
Yeah,
now.
it's a very valuable Skype account.
People who came by in person, okay, so on Friday, actually Friday and part of Saturday, Dan Floyd from Extra Credits came by. James was supposed to come by, but he just ended up Skyping in, so we had James and Dan here doing some great stuff. Lily, who does Name Game, our friend, she was here on Sunday and Monday and drawing things and singing Don't Stop Me Now, and that was fantastic. Robert, Jamie, and Kristen from PA and Child's Play. I'm so sorry that I missed when they actually came by to visit for real. That sounds like it was a fun time.
Do we think Ken Stacy?
He's
coming.
I have a list.
Trust me, Bill. There's a list.
There's a massive list.
We're getting to it, guys.
It's okay, Chad. It's okay.
It's okay.
We
We'll get there.
We know.
We know.
If by the end we've forgotten anyone, I'm sure the chat will remind us.
Yeah.
Takahata 101, who I wasn't even like totally clear that we had not adequately arranged whether or not he was actually coming, and I'm so glad he did because he was a great guy and super game for all the challenges and stuff.
And he is definitely invited back.
Oh,
next year.
absolutely. Bill's mom. Embarrassing her children for the children.
How it should be.
Tim, our friend Tim is Tim's not here.
Tim's not
Okay,
here.
Tim was here earlier.
Delicious.
Alex ate Tim. Steve. Where's Ash?
Whoa.
Apparently we
Look
just
at
pushed
what-
Sharpless over 1 million.
Ash? Get over here. You are.
Wow. Child's Play has hit over 1 million for this year.
Oh my God.
Ash, so Steve is of course asleep because it's like 2 a.m. where he is. But Steve did some just amazing stuff for us this year. Like, not only was he like a lot of fun to have around, he was like super game for challenges and stuff, as the latest Mega Cynics strip shows. But he arranged just some amazing lots for us out of his own like personal collection of games and contacting friends of his in the gaming industry, like Tim Schafer and Chris Avalone, and getting like. I had to laugh a lot when I found out we had inbox copies of Daikatana signed by John Romero to auction off. That was pretty amazing.
Hey,
mods, Fugi, I guess you're on it.
They're on it. I'm sure they're on it.
And Steve, of course, also doubled the Felicia Day comic book donation.
Yeah. He arranged for that lot
Yep.
too. Like he arranged for the Guild comic books and had them signed, and then double the donation. For that, and also donated towards the fanfic of the Adventures of Dengler and Butts,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. So yeah, it was a lot of fun having Steve around. Ken, of course, Ken value added Stacy,
Yes.
and the Monday night of many auctions. whose auctions over the course of that evening, like just from stuff that he provided, raised $28,000.
Over
Yeah.
4 hours.
His continued support is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know how much it is. I don't. How does he even
great.
have stuff left in his house? Like,
don't understand.
Have you ever seen his house?
Yeah.
I have. That's why it terrifies me. Okay.
And
he's getting rid of a lot
I'm getting to pit.
Yeah, I was gonna actually say we
yeah.
could split. Like some of us could do the thanks for other people.
Sure.
Like
Sure. You want to? What do you want me to do? You want me to throw this
You-
in here?
Before
Or?
we move on from people who've donated,
Oh yeah.
I would like to say a very, very special thanks to everybody who contributed to the craft-along
Oh my
this
God.
year.
Yeah.
Craft-along's amazing. I finally, during the last year, tracked down who started it because I wasn't sure. And it turns out it was a woman named Alluvial on the forums, on the Lure forums.
There
She's
she is.
Right there. Who came up with the whole idea, I believe, on her blog and got all these other crafters to do it 2 years ago, and it was such an awesomely successful thing that we sort of took it over and kept going. So I'd like to thank everybody who donated things to that, who put their hard work and time into handcrafting so many amazing things. It's really, really, really gratifying as a crafter to see your work go for that much money, because it just never happens. So I know that it is really special for all of them to see that kind of support from you guys and to be able to give that themselves. And I do want to remind you guys that some of these people actually do craft for a living. Some of them don't, but after Desert Bus, have a look at the site and all the links from all of their craft-along things, because some of them have really cool blogs, really cool stores, really cool sites, so check that out. Crafters, I did some math earlier, and I would like you to know that the craft-along items alone, and this is not counting the very, very, very many craft-along items that we gave away for challenges and things. I don't even know how much money that raised. But from the craft-along silent and live auctions on their own, we made $61,899. Excludes the final auction for the Element Shaw books, and it's not including Ken Stacy's stuff. That's just all the craft-along stuff.
That's
so
amazing.
well done.
Well done.
Well done. All right, so
Well done.
we're getting into the crew. Everybody in this room is next on this list, and I would like to see everybody sort of make way for the first group of people, which I think is just sort of the pit crew.
Yeah.
People who
Not all of them are here.
not all of them are here,
In
but
fact, few of them are.
read out who is and bring them up front.
Okay.
People
Is Cam here?
Cam.
Cam and Mia and Ruth and Andre. Let's bring them forward. Just
Get up
you know,
here, you
people
guys.
who just came by to hang out and help us and support us and just like.
I'm gonna throw Chris Whitman on this list too.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and Chris Whitman.
Also on this list are Murray McBride, who made us an amazing breakfast this morning.
Yes.
And Beth and Liz. Liz not just for hanging out, of
No.
course, but for
No.
arranging some astonishing last-minute call-ins and prizes, and just being awesome.
Liz,
Yeah,
you're my
awesome.
hero.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Liz. I did want to thank Liz especially because she was responsible for some of our best call-ins. She was responsible for some incredible corporate prizes.
Thanks
and
for
when she
taking
came
that.
here, she
Same thing.
She worked hard. She came here to work. She was not here to hang out. She came here, she set up her laptop upstairs and got stuff done.
Yeah.
Damn it, Liz.
And
Amazing.
And if
Yes.
you haven't gone and read her story on her blog, please
Yeah.
do so right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Seriously, do it.
Have tissues ready.
You need to do it.
It's so
All right.
sad.
What do we got?
No, I'm still talking here. I just want to thank Ruth for handling the
Dangling butts.
yeah for sorry Hat Girl
Hat Girl,
for
Ruth.
administering the Dangler and Butts thing, because
No one else had time to do it.
no
so-
one else
Yeah.
had time to do it. She just made that her own
And
project.
for coming all the way from Ontario.
That has the cutest hat.
And I also specifically Andre,
Yeah,
since
absolutely.
Andre, come front.
Yes.
Come for.
since Desert Bus 2,
Is
Yeah.
it two?
Yeah.
the man with the bandana has made it his personal mission to be there at the hours when no one else wants to,
Yeah.
which is like the like not just the late night, but the really early. Like we're talking like between it's the 4 to 7 a.m. window that just sucks. Yeah, he's been there every single year since Eterbus 2, and every day, and just helping out so much.
Team
ZETA! All right. Sadly, he couldn't make it out the whole time, but I bet he'll want to next year. Beej, who came out. And much like once again, you know, like. Much like Takahata, you know, Beej was like, "Hey, I want to come out for Desert Bus," and we were like, "All right, sure, you know, we know you. You're a cool guy. That's awesome." But man, he was just on all the time. Yep. Guitar jamming.
Did anyone make it the room is full of Beej joke?
The room is
Now we have.
We did now, yeah. You have all experienced Beej.
We got some African knives.
I'll learn to spell eventually.
You know, we're not pushing for another hour anymore.
It's slowed down significantly. Do not worry.
That's cool. It's okay.
It's been at 374 for
the people who are there all the time that aren't actually here. I just wanted to quickly talk about the chat moderators. Now we've got some here, and we'll get to them. But the moderators like Dix, like Aero Commander, who Kroze, Fugi. Someone help me out. Who else has been? Sorry,
Tom Brent.
Of course, Tom Brent. Tom Brent's been doing that since Eterbus like 1 or 2 again as well. Who else? Who am I missing? Sorry, guys. You know, that's it. Okay.
They're still hard at work.
They're still doing it.
We're all up here just chilling out, and they're still working.
Dix called in because he's moderating the chat while deployed in Afghanistan.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yay, Dix.
Dix.
Two of those dangerous places on earth.
All right.
This year, hopefully Dix can make it out next year.
Yeah, next year. Yeah.
This year we realized that last year was absolutely bussing insane, and that without some really well organized help, we would never be able to do what we did last year without going completely mad. We certainly wouldn't be able to do better, and so we were like, okay, we seriously need like a volunteer army this year, and by God, did they ever step up? Can I, Ian, Ash, Brent, Kim, can you guys come forward? These were our
officials.
These were our on-site managers to make sure that that just like the
place stayed clean.
The place stayed clean. The Tupperware got labeled. That people weren't too loud. That
bags of garbage
and bottles.
That was the most amazing part. Because anyone who was watching last year will remember that, like, pretty frequently, you know, we'd be like, "Oh my God, there's so much trash." Okay, everyone, hang on a sec, chat. We got to take 5. We got to clean this up. And every time I looked over and I saw, like, I saw Kim or Ian just sort of sitting there and then being like, "Oh, I should do that," and like packing up a bag of garbage and taking it out of the room. It was just like, "Oh my God, that's so awesome!" and like even beyond that, like Brent, I owe you like $20 for like food. Like, you know, like, guys, you haven't eaten. I'm going to Wendy's. What do you want? Tell me. You can pay me back later. You know, just
protein and carbohydrate delivery system.
They were constantly
they were dropping people off at the airport. They were
housing people.
Housing people. Oh yeah. Ash is housing 3 people. Yeah, thank you guys so much. You did such an amazing job.
You worked so hard.
I don't think I even need my button anymore. I could just walk into Fernwood Coffee and be like, "What do you want?"
Oh yeah.
All year they're gonna be thinking that. It's like, no, wait, it's not happening. It's not Desert Bus yet.
Yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mulligan.
Smollian.
And I'm even more sorry that we started calling you Somalian.
Africa!
All right, can I get Kara and KingKool out here? Last year, Kara
KingKool!
They're still upstairs blogging.
Are they still blogging?
No, they're here.
Last year, James and Jer were in charge of the blog.
Yes.
So there were periods of time, days even, where you did not see them. Because they had to, like, Jared would come in and be like, all right, okay, time to get on camera, do some challenges, and then realize that there was entire, like, art challenges that hadn't been judged.
I dreaded coming in the morning.
Yeah, reams of milestone pictures that hadn't been put online.
Hello, Evil Jam.
And so we determined, no, we need some people to help us out with the blog. KingKool had offered to fly out here from Rhode Island to be here and be a volunteer, and we were like,
not an island.
I should tell you, Rhode Island doesn't exist. It's this big con.
It's more of a peninsula. Right?
We're going the long con.
It's a lie.
And it was, I mean, similar to seeing, you know, a bag of garbage being packed up without any prompting and just knowing that it would disappear. You know, knowing that there were milestone graphics coming in and that we could look at the blog and there they would be, or that there would be someone to make a short list of stuff for art challenges, and, you know, just like, ooh, you know, we've gone down, please have, you know, someone update the blog, and that there was someone to do it. And
they made things up here.
Yeah, that you didn't see them a whole heck of a lot because they were always on they were either on the computer or they were home sleeping, and that let all of us.
They ran this site from a cave with a box of scraps.
And it let us be down here doing what we need to do for you.
Yeah, I had to touch the blog once this year, which I greatly appreciate. And the only time I did so was to troll Jer by printing off 10 pages of haikus. And even after I did that, I was like, okay, Kara, you did the rest of the work. So I appreciate that. That was amazing.
Kara did a lot of work behind the scenes with Ashton. She's big time help.
But we'll get to Ashton later.
Yeah.
So thank
but
you
Kara
both.
needs, lots of hours.
All right, who's got a shot glass? I'm gonna fill these up for you guys.
All right, who's next?
Speaking of people you haven't, speaking of people that you've never seen on camera this year, I mean, you've seen, like,
you've heard one of them.
You've seen Ashley. You've
very
seen
loudly.
You've seen Cori. I don't think you've ever seen Jess this year.
I played D&D like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, that's true.
And by 5 minutes means like 4 hours.
And Africa.
Really?
But
Africa.
the people you did see on camera were Tally and Kathleen. Kathleen, go ahead.
Okay, last year I almost broke myself because I would come in at about 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and I would answer emails and work on prizes and try to answer shipping problems and track down information, and then I would run in, do as many challenges as I could, and then go back upstairs. And it almost broke me. I was working, last year I worked until about 2 minutes before my shift started. This year.
Her name's Ashley, not Africa.
This year, I barely had to look at the prize email. You guys made it so I did not lose my mind. Like, these, like, I am almost crying. I'm so grateful for the help. You guys worked at least 6 hours a day. Sometimes longer. Usually a lot longer. Package it. People already have their stuff. They worked so hard for us, and I am so eternally thankful.
Things are not getting lost. Things are not getting messed up. Emails are being answered. Kathleen and I are not losing our minds. It's actually fun to be here.
Yep.
We don't have a pile of crap. This is the other absolutely amazing thing. Not only do we have to did we not have to deal with all this stuff while the run was going on, we don't have to come back here and spend 3 days trying to package everything up. Which, I mean,
solid.
it's not fun. It's just not fun. And we do not have to deal with that. People are getting their stuff. Like, we have been pretty damn calm the whole time because, I'm sorry, busting calm. Because these guys have been doing such a phenomenal job of taking care of all of that stuff, and it's made the hugest difference in the world. We told you we had over 300 separate lots. That's not items, that's collections of stuff. There's no way that Kathleen and I could have handled all this stuff. So these guys have basically, like, made the prizes even happen. We just could not have done it without them doing everything they did.
It was just so amazing to be like running an auction, and the auction would finish, and I would just instinctively, because we've been doing this for a while, I'd just be like, okay, now I need to, I need to make sure about this, and I would just turn and like Ashley would be writing it down in a book, Cori would just grab it out of my hands and take it upstairs, Jess would pack it up in the morning,
it would be
and it would get taken off to the post office.
Next afternoon. Kathleen and I are like still in the habit of needing to be like, okay, we gotta go upstairs, check on everything. What happened with this? And they're like,
it's fine.
It's
been out yesterday.
I was flabbergasted that someone entered an art challenge with a picture of prizes they had already received.
Yes. Well
played.
And Ashley, I screwed something up at one point, and we had to rescue something from the post office. Yes. So Ashley went into the post office where a guy had just had a heart attack in the back room.
Seriously!
On a Sunday, the dude at the postal office was way overworked, and there were cranky ladies trying to, and he was just like so angry, and Ashley goes up and she's like, hi. Can I just have that thing back?
Hey, you guys want to? I want to freak you guys out.
What's this?
Yeah.
What's that?
That is last year.
Yes.
Oh, that's the shipping.
Oh, that is
$375,000, by the way.
So anyway, these guys basically just saved Kathleen and I. Happy to.
Who else do we got?
Oh my goodness me.
Don't include. I have maybe. Okay. Kroze and Fugi.
Kroze and Fugi.
Get up here, boys.
Can I do this one?
Get off.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Get off your freaking computers!
Bring the ThinkPad with you if you want.
Quiet.
Okay, let me go for Fugi first. Fugi
Turn the porn off.
was my sole point of contact for months and months and months working on the system together. We would go back and forth and figure things out, and we eventually built the massive back-end system. And it was like we were playing our sanity off of each other, like a mini support system. And thank you, Fugi, for not just the back-end system, but the dress challenge.
Yeah.
Like that. I think that will be something we will remember for a long, long time. And if we don't remember it, we can always see it on YouTube.
And so can everyone else. For all time.
Where did you fly from? Where did you come from?
I flew from New York.
Yeah, Fugi.
New York City.
You're from New York.
Not
New York State.
New York State.
Oh yeah.
Which is near New York City.
I hear that.
And in response, Ashton actually did most of the work on the site. Like, he had been working on it for months before I even started doing anything, planning out exactly how everything would work. He said, here's the diagram of how the site works. Here's one part of it already done. Just take this and see what you can do with that.
And you did everything amazing. And that's exactly.
And
you barely needed any direction from me.
And
I hand it to you, and you'd go, okay. And then like a day or two later, you'd be like, here you go.
And
it was fantastic.
I'm just so glad it worked.
Yes. Where's
To go ban a spammer.
It's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Arrow Commander.
Yeah.
Arrow Commander.
Arrow Commander is still in there. He's been
who you didn't tell me to mention.
We got it. We got
his
it.
name.
And Kroze, as you can see, is still working on the IRC. And gets barely any sleep.
Yeah.
Because he stays here to destroy anybody on the IRC that needs destroying.
What is sleep?
Yeah.
Ashton, don't hurt me.
I'm sure we've mentioned this a number of times, but when he does sleep,
oh my god,
he has at least one, usually two, sometimes three laptops around him.
Yeah. Open and running.
Open and running.
You have yet.
They will ding. They will
That
ding.
is
He will wake up, do whatever the thing was that ding, and go back to sleep within the space of 30 seconds.
What did you say you set up last year?
Oh, last year? No. It was the year before, because I was at home.
Yeah, that's right.
I totally forgot to set it up this year, which I should have. But basically, I had an Xbox 360 controller, that was wireless, hooked in, so it would vibrate every time someone mentioned my name in the chat.
So what is wrong with you?
You're lucky you didn't tell people that it was.
Kroze. See, I actually put an exception in, so it only does it every like 10 minutes. So this way it wouldn't keep vibrating. Sorry,
smart enough. Anyway, yes.
It was terrifying, like going to the washroom and like having you lit up by 2 separate sources in the middle of the night when everybody was asleep. It was really creepy.
Oh, and I'll wake up and be like, oh, hey, see that person died.
But yes, for tireless moderation.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
And for coming here all the way from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Again.
Let's give him some yes.
No. And you're such a good sport about the slash fiction with Ashton.
Yeah.
Which is also on YouTube.
Go check it out right now.
Hey, you want to know what also is on YouTube, Fugi? You in a dress.
Yeah, it's great.
Can someone make that a meme?
Oh God.
While we're talking about tech stuff, thank you also to Eric Shu, who Johnny set me up with, who helped me set up the IRC server. Thank you. That was a huge help.
I just texted him.
Liam?
He just went to bed, but I did text him.
Okay.
Thank him.
Well, when you wake up, if this is online somewhere, thank you.
And
I'm speaking to you from the past.
Big thanks to Liam, who made all those graphs that you guys have made.
Liam Gladdy.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Thank you. And also to Tyranic-Moron on the chat, who coded the original bidbot, which we tested heavily, and it had no problems until you guys destroyed it. So I blame you. But yes, we tested as much as we could, and we eventually found out that there was this one little thing that we couldn't get rid of that
lagged the whole thing.
That lagged the entire thing that we couldn't have seen. But he did a fantastic job on it, and any changes we needed, he got to right away. And he did an amazing job on it. And for the one little thing. But yes, thank you very much.
All right.
I have something I want to say. Thank you to all the people that also been uploading the videos straight to YouTube. I forget his full name, but it started with a C. The guy that's been uploading the videos like maybe 2-3 minutes right after it happens. Thank you. It's been awesome to be able to immediately link people into the chat. Maybe next year. Well, I don't know. We will find a way, and we'll hopefully, figure out a way that we could get that going next year or something.
Send us a message.
Let us know.
Cowandaw, yes. Cowandaw is amazing. Thank you, dude.
I got hundreds of emails that Cowandaw has highlighted one of your videos. I was like, I gotta turn that off.
And I just want to say to you guys all, thank you again for letting me come up here. I've been, essentially, both Fugi and I have missed Thanksgiving in the States for this. And,
worth it.
Actually, this morning my family was a bit pissed at me for coming up here, and they're kind of mad at me. But
you just raised $375,000.
But really, you guys all, I was serious when I said this all yesterday, you all and everyone in the chat are my family. I
thought this was Family Dead.
Team Ashton.
All right. I'll do anything for you guys.
And lastly, from the
gross.
Okay, enough of that. And finally, huge thank you to Serv-int.
I was going to let you thank them.
For a couple of the people that I was, well, not a couple, one of the people I was dealing with last year left, and it took a little while to get in touch with them, but they were just as receptive as they were last year, gave us a huge server again with tons of bandwidth, gigabit Ethernet connections, and everything we needed to set up for this year's Desert Bus, and again, no problems on the server end. Not even
a little hiccup.
Not even a little bit of a hiccup. It's been incredible. So thank you for that. That's saved us. Yay, Serv-int!
Ashton, why are you sitting down?
Because I've got work to do.
No, hang on.
I was gonna save that. I was gonna save Ashton.
Right till what? The end?
Well, there's other people still.
Well, yeah, we got tech.
Yeah, that's what I was
Let's
gonna
go
do. I was gonna do tech.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, yikes.
He's saving me from marriage.
Fight you.
Yeah.
All right. Johnny, can you come up here? Alex.
Johnny can just switch cameras.
Oh, hold on, you gotta tap you out here.
What? No, you're in this, Ian.
You
go
too.
here.
Matt, you go sit there. Don't bust
Don't
with the
do
overlay.
anything.
I won't touch anything.
He is gonna.
No, I won't.
Well, we'll start and we'll start with the overlay. It's really kicked in, hasn't it?
We're getting there. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, Alex built the.
I improved this.
Well, you didn't you like rebuild it at like the last
I
minute?
would, I would like to give a special thanks to Ashton once again for its squashing all the bugs, because we had to reconnect a whole bunch of stuff. It was basically like pull out all the cables, and it's like, where do these even go? Yeah.
So
I may have at the last minute told Alex that the resolution I told him for the overlay was wrong.
Oh yeah!
And he kind of had to rewrite the whole thing like a day or two before.
Yeah, it was like 3 days before the event. It's like, oh, different resolution. So yeah, we had to rebuild that, but it worked.
After last year's Desert Bus, Johnny and Ian, who were here for a lot of the time and hanging out and sort of jumping in, doing like tech assistance last year, were like, we have some ideas, and we talked about some stuff that we wanted to do and things we wanted to improve, and then at our PAX panel, where they were both at, I referred to Johnny and Ian as our Desert Bus
tech leads is what Kathleen called them.
Yeah, sorry, that was you. Sorry, that was your fault. Yeah,
she's like, our tech leads over there. I was like, what the?
Yeah, and then we could see them both just like blanch completely. I'm like, what are we doing now?
Well, now we're responsible. So.
Yeah, and with great responsibility came great power, because you guys did an amazing job. Johnny was down here for an entire week beforehand, setting up all the gear over there.
No, the mixing board was a stroke of genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian. It basically, Johnny.
Just talk.
No, we're good.
Okay. Johnny wanted to make sure we had better video, and Ian wanted to make sure we had better sound, and by their powers combined, we did. Like having the boom here and the performance mic was a fantastic. We got
and
great
the 5 cameras.
Great use out of the performance mic, and then with the different camera angles, it was so awesome. We could do so much more entertaining stuff.
Show everybody all the different camera angles we have now.
Yeah, okay.
So we've got
1
room cam, which you're looking at now. Then there's
2
driver cam, which is not currently really pointed at James. Then there's the crashed-in cam.
It's still the crashed-in
in this
cam.
case, it's got Ash as Ashton. Then there's the control cam.
No.
Matthew!
Don't like that one. There's
skull cam.
And kind of a hit.
That's
cam
terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And let's not forget the implementation of Skype video calls.
Yeah, you'll be able to see the chat if
you made it work.
Chat. And then we also have our logo.
Okay, that's not a camera angle, Matt.
Okay, here we go.
No,
the overlay.
Matt,
you're the worst.
Okay, good job.
Thank you.
That's not right.
That's not right.
129. 20K donated for D&D.
How did you even do that? You sat there for like less than
This is why we don't let you sit there.
20 hours to go!
This is why you need the tech leads.
But did you fix it? Use the hour adjust, Matt.
Hour adjust.
And this is what we learned.
Yes.
See? I made it Matt proof.
Yeah.
So, like, once again, this falls under the umbrella of like things we don't have to worry about. And with Johnny and Ian handling like this whole setup, we just knew that it was like we don't like they've organized all this tech and it works and we can test it, and they sourced the hardware and brought the hardware and brought like things of cables, and if there wasn't something that we needed we didn't have, then they found it, and it just worked, and it was so just relieving. And yeah, just thank you guys so much. This is the best looking Desert Bus looking and sounding Desert Bus we've ever had.
Let's get him up.
Ashton.
Ashton!
Team Ashton.
I don't even. Where do we even start with
what?
Oh my god.
So before how long before last year's Desert Bus did you? Was it after Desert Bus 3? How much time was there in between?
I need to know the question before I can.
Before you came to us and were like, I want to help you guys.
It
figure
was
your bussing lives out.
The time I figured it out was during Desert Bus 3, probably about 3-4 days in.
Yeah, you're like these guys need
He
help.
found out we were using Google spreadsheets, Google Docs to do all of the prizes, and he's just like,
you're
bang.
using spreadsheets to track all of that.
Yeah.
It has to take forever.
It did take forever. And so he, you built us what we thought was like an amazing back-end system for Desert Bus 4, and we were like, oh my god, this makes things so much easier.
And then we broke it
immediately.
Then,
no, it worked, and it did what you built it to do very, very well. And then you came here last year, and you were here the whole time, and you were administering it, and you were fixing things. And then by being here and seeing it operate, you were like, all right, I see everything I need to change, and that is all of it. And you rewrote the whole thing this year from the ground up.
That's right. It's brilliant.
Because you're mad. You are a madman.
It needed to be done.
The
It
man
needed
is
to be
top
done.
running right now.
I may be monitoring the server load right now.
Yeah.
How's it doing?
Seems to be okay.
Actually, really good.
I see a lot of numbers and things.
I see a lot of numbers and letters, and they seem to be changing.
I don't know what any of those numbers
He
mean.
asked us for feedback last year, like before we started, what do you want from the system? And we did a really bad job of actually getting that across to him. So then he just watched all Desert Bus. He's like, oh, so you actually meant to say that you wanted this, and you didn't know it, but you also wanted this, and this. And we're like, yes, we do.
And like it's hard to explain because it's like so much of it isn't.
Oh.
What?
Wait, I was like, oh no, there's an ad, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah. There's so much of what it does for us. You guys don't get to see. But it's so like it's very hard to articulate how awesome it is that we can be running a live auction in the IRC that only someone who is registered on desertbus.org can correctly bid on, and then when they win, they can go to their site on the. Not only can they go to their site on desertbus.org and see that they've won and be prompted for a shipping address, but in our back-end system, it then tags this person made this donation for this prize. They have this address. That has all worked. You can ship the item here, and we don't have to think about that.
Yeah.
That is astonishing for us, and it has greatly improved our sanity.
The shipping wouldn't have been able to do
No.
what
No.
we did
No.
without that system.
And not just that, but like adding like the little donation markers, being like, all right, guys, if you want to throw in $2,000, and we'll do like the leg shaving or the raffle system, because you were doing that all manually last year, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just being to be like between this time and this time, this amount of money or this amount of money and higher, and then multiples of it, this many winners, spitting out winners. It's just.
You notice how we didn't have to come up to the camera and be like, please don't break shipping this year, because we did completely away with it. He basically just built our own chip-in system, but that was good, into the whole thing.
Yes, the speed at which this refreshes now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. You see every $5 increment.
And not only that, but I don't know, Graham, you probably have more to say, but
No, please go
not
ahead.
only that, not only did he build it all, but then he taught us how to use it all. And like, how much time did we spend before the beginning of the run on Wave? And I'd be like, Ashton, how did I do this thing? Ashton, I think I screwed this up. Ashton, I have a question. He's just like constantly there. It was amazing.
You're awesome.
When
That's what we're trying
when
to
did
say.
you at what count of man hours did you lose track?
Yeah.
I stopped at 600 because I felt like I didn't really need to count past 600.
600 hours.
Why am I keeping track of this anymore? There's no point.
That's fair. Like seriously, Ashton is the exoskeleton on which Desert Bus rests. Desert Bus is literally a Desert Bus of this scale, with this much success, with this many prizes, with this many challenges, with this much stuff going on, is so complicated to run. We literally would not be able to do it without Ashton. Everything we do, from tracking your donations to keeping track of your challenges, is all thanks to Ashton.
So basically, if you need a letter of reference for you, just let us know.
Do I have like how many? We got like 3,000 letters.
I think.
Yeah.
It is a.
Please send those to.
It is a bussing good thing that Ashton happened to just come to us and say, "You guys are completely insane. You cannot do it this way. Here, let Daddy fix it."
Daddy on this. Work with Daddy.
I'm an adult.
Ashton
well done,
is the
Ashton.
adult
Well
baby.
Well done.
Okay.
So we've got
Stop. What, did you want to do something?
No, I was just going to move us along. But if
9 minutes. I want Matt, I want Graham, I want Talia, I want Kathleen, I want Jared, I want Bill, I want Morgan up front and center.
You want all of us all at once?
We want you too, James.
Always.
We want your body.
Where are we going?
Get up front.
Well, I'm up front.
I got it. Back going.
Show day.
Oh, yeah.
In front of you is the original Desert Bus team.
Next week.
That's right.
4 years, was it 4 years ago? Yep. Technically?
Yeah.
4 years ago, we had this wacky idea that we would hook up some computers to the internet, turn on a camera, and play a game and try to raise $5,000. We raised $22,805, and that is a number that I will never, ever, ever forget.
Yeah.
And the wide-angle lens was held to the camera
camera
with
with
an elastic band.
Rubber band! Rubber band!
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
No.
Oh yeah,
It was in my living
It was in
room.
and yeah.
Morgan and Graham's living room.
Everything since
I was running the chat on the computer on my lap while driving.
Oh yeah.
At 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we
and
don't do
only
that
me
anymore.
and like Kate was even awake at that time.
That was bad news.
We don't do that anymore.
We don't talk about.
Yeah,
that.
we don't talk about it anymore. That everything since then has been a blur. I don't remember the second year's exact total, or the third, or the fourth, or I will probably not remember this one. I will always remember 22,805. I just show up, drive the bus first and last, tell Graham not to shave his beard and put some socks on my hands.
Thank you for reminding me about continuity.
Yeah,
by
that
the
would
way,
have been
I
bad.
couldn't change. That would have been a bad thing. That would really bust us up.
Kathleen does amazing work every year with the corporate sponsors. She puts so much time and effort into it, and without her, we wouldn't have the amazing things to give away that we do. And I think everybody needs to give her a round of applause starting now. Over the years, Graham has turned into sort of the official MC of Desert Bus. He does an amazing job, buddy.
Thank you.
I try to fill your shoes the best I can when I come in the morning, but I don't think I do it justice.
It is work to sit in that chair.
It is.
It really is.
I just yell at people and tell them what to do, but he does it so well. Who have we got next? Paul, who has the most amazing singing voice. And if next year you come in, if you dare come in to my morning shift and sing that damn lullaby one more time, I will kill you.
It's not my fault people are asking for it.
Paul is responsible for the Desert Bus website. It looks incredible this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody loved it. We've gotten amazing comments. Thank you so much, Paul. Who's next? Matt? Oh boy.
That's about it.
Alright,
Yeah,
who's
alright.
Matt, job over the last couple of years has always been the guest call-ins. The reason that we have people like Felicia Day and Will Wheaton and Sam and Ken coming in and all the amazing people, I don't even remember them anymore, is because of his hard work scheduling things. Every day I saw him at his computer this year, figuring out the schedule, reworking the schedule, No thanks to Liz continuing to add to the schedule.
Constantly adding to it.
We love you,
Damn
Liz.
it,
Damn it, Liz.
We somehow managed to get Felicia Day to call in the second year, and it took us 2 years to track her down, but Matt never gave up, and she was called back this year.
Never gave up.
She came
She'll be
back.
back in Desert Bus.
I believe this year's favorite moments for me this year was your Wubstep hat.
Oh my
thing.
Oh, yes.
Amazing, and thank you for once again taking me to the gay bar. And next year I will be taking you to the gay bar.
Woo! I can't wait.
I was unimpressed.
Yeah, well, that as are most people that go out with me.
Hey, we're supposed to.
I want to say something, Matt.
You
People give you a lot of flack for
Yeah.
sort of the unofficial punching bag, and
Unofficial.
remember when we did that whole? We got challenged to pretend to be Matt for a while, and I felt really bad about it, so I did like a minute of praising you. I really feel that way. Matt's a great guy, and I don't think he gets enough
Absolutely.
credit.
It's true. Go out for a drink sometime with Matt. He's a good guy to sit and chat with and have a drink.
Yeah. Before we move on, I just want an intercut because there's something that Bill said that made me realize that I've been a colossal idiot because there was a name on the list earlier of the people of the pit crew who have come by to help out. Someone who's been here since Desert Bus 1. My sister.
That's right.
She's been here every year, but my God, this year you were on.
Yeah.
That was
you had
so much. You had the most amazing club I've ever seen.
Yeah. That's right.
Put it in a cake.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant.
And she was working. What is it you said to me that time, the day you baked the cake? You got like an hour of sleep because you had to stay up to bake it and then go to work and fall asleep at work in front of your boss.
Since Friday.
Yeah.
Since Friday at 6, I have slept, I think, a total of 10 hours.
Yep.
And half an hour of that was on my break at work because I fell asleep at my desk.
Hey.
Hey.
I think we got Bill and
Sorry, before we move on, I didn't get a chance to say it when it was at me, but I couldn't have done the guest list without Liz this year. So really, thank you, Liz. You are my hero.
Awake.
Damn it, Liz!
And Steve.
And Steve.
And Steve. Steve, yes.
Steve. Bill.
Yeah.
Right. James.
We got Bill and we got Morgan because I feel like they go hand in hand.
You can't have one
I am
without
not
the other.
Really?
No, you are the yin and yang if you were both on the same side.
Hey,
of the
yeah.
Our yin kind of tilts over to the side.
I'm the voice of reason.
So
That's fine.
That's a horrifying thought.
I am though.
I guess if it's you and Morgan, you kind of are.
I just want to give Bill a very special thanks for not crashing the
Finally got that monkey off my back.
Woo! And Morgan, who planned his trip to Europe to end in enough time to come back and drive for Desert Bus, even though he was incommunicado for weeks prior, didn't actually tell us he'd be back, such that we had arranged a backup plan,
driver,
assuming he wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And with Paul's quite right prediction that within either the day we started or up to a couple days beforehand, he would just appear at the moon base and go, "What? I said I'd be here," which is precisely what happened.
All I do is show up. Like, it's these guys that make it happen, and it's amazing that they let me keep doing this. I love you guys, and thank you so much.
Hey, Morgan.
We're gonna go. Tally is next.
Right.
Bonus bus time.
Tally is Craft Along, and we heard earlier how much Craft Along made this year, and that would not be possible without Tally. Tally is solely responsible for what was the amount?
60. Hang on.
If that
$61,800.
$61,899.89.
That's
a little bit.
You are personally responsible for that, and we thank you for that. If you did not exist, we would not be able to organize all of these amazing people who do so many awesome projects. And you just put in so much work, and it blows my mind. And I'm glad I don't have to do as much as you. I really am.
Yeah. when like every day, Paul, like for the past 2 months, you know, I like myself and Paul, we come into the office. There's new packages there every day. The pile of craft along stuff keeps getting like bigger and bigger. It completely took over the top and the bottom and the sides of that desk. And every day I'm just like, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that.
I'm gonna have to phone Tally up and be like, all right, so we got this big mechanical arm. What the heck is that? Is that part of your? That's for your stuff? Okay, good.
No. He lies. First they went squeeze and played with it, and then they called me.
It was like a little Christmas every day. We'd open it up and be like, what is this? Oh, that's so awesome. I'm glad I don't have to care about how to process it. So,
Tally works months and months in advance of when anybody else. She starts so early working on craft along.
And if you want, you can email her tomorrow.
Oh, dude!
Love you. It's Tally! All right, we're at Jeremy. Jeremy, to be honest, you kind of slacked this year.
Yeah.
School bullshit. What's up with that? I don't know. Jeremy has been going to school every day this week and has still been here more than I thought he could ever possibly do.
No kidding.
Did you sleep at all, man?
I don't know how you're doing this.
Jared was all like, oh, I'm probably not going to be able to come in except for on the weekend.
That's why we arranged for Jared's driving shift to be on the weekend so that he wouldn't have to come in and
all the time.
Be here.
Well, thank you guys for that, because it was the only way I could manage that.
But he was here every day.
You only missed one class, right, Jared? You only missed one class?
I missed one class throughout the run.
Wow.
The change is gone, people.
Special thanks to Jared's professors, I guess.
Yes, who have been amazingly understanding.
He worked so hard the couple weeks beforehand to try and get ahead on everything so he could be here as much as possible.
So, Jerry, you're amazing.
Amazing.
I love you,
Love you, Jer. So I just wanted to thank these guys. I couldn't think of a better group of friends to be friends with, to make funny videos, to spend my free time with, to go see movies, to play Magic. You're probably about third on the list of people I'd like to raise money for charities, but they're not available. So I settled for you, and we raised $376,000, 212 cents.
Wow.
God knows where that's
So
going to be.
Oh my God! So far!
I don't even know where that's going to be in a week's time. We're 2 minutes over.
We're keeping going because in response, James, who originally suggested that we start something fundraising for Child's Play because we should because we love games. We're on the internet. We're comedians. We are what Child's Play stands for. It's such a great cause, and it was you who wanted us to start something originally. But more than that. You're amazing. Oh wow! Wow! I'm sorry. It's all good. I was holding this back since like halfway through the list.
Yeah, you be both.
Oh my God!
No, James is a hard.
I must set an example. Yeah, I must not.
Yeah.
Step over left. It's pretty clear that after watching Goes to the Store, I cannot hold. James is a complete rock.
I know, he is.
Like, James is like the most reliable person I know.
You know?
It's amazing.
Please, dear Lord, please.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I wish I was a crier. I look like a dick.
We're saying such nice things about you.
You know my secret.
That's why he's so dependable.
Face the toaster.
Okay. That's why we call him the fixer, right? Because it's like
he is the fixer.
If something needs to be fixed, he will handle it, and in such a I'll take care of it. Like it's like
dealt with.
Like
He's calm. He's always calm.
It's like, James, will you deal with this? I dealt with that 15 minutes ago. What are you talking about?
And I have tried to crack him almost 8 years.
And we just day to day,
years before.
I'm trying.
When we were going, when we were going on vacation, when we were going on vacation this summer, James texted me like a day or two before and was like, "Did you have a ride to the airport yet?" I was like, "No, we were gonna go drive out there, leave Kathleen's car." And he's like, "What? No, I'm taking you." Like it wasn't. Do you want me to? It's just like it's that sort of like this is happening, this is a problem, I will fix it, and it will be taken care of. And more so than just that you've driven the bus more than anybody else, but that you can always be relied on to get shit done is just fantastic. Thank you, James.
I haven't had the privilege of knowing James for nearly as long as the rest of these guys, but in the short time that I've known him, I've come to realize that he's the guy who always stays calm, and I've never seen anybody else who believes so strongly in the importance of helping their friends out and spending time with their friends and just being a good friend to everybody. He's amazing.
And James is the first person, and when like 7 months out from Desert Bus, James is the person who's like, okay guys, we gotta start thinking about the next Desert Bus. And none of us want to!
No one wants to!
We're like, no, I don't care
I don't want
right
to think
now.
about it yet.
He's the one who holds us
Too
to meeting. He
soon.
picks meeting dates. He holds us to deadlines. He makes us sure we're catching up everybody else. James is just like James is like, no, this is what we're doing, and I'm gonna make sure it gets done. James does so much just to move the process along that it's thank you, James.
Thanks, yeah, James.
Sorry, Kate wanted to say
As Bill's mom and I, man, these guys started this in my basement a long time ago.
goodness. That's right. Over a game of D&D.
Over a game of D&D.
That sometimes devolved into video game playing a lot of the time.
I'm trying to talk.
Yeah, anyway, sorry.
That's right, Mom.
You raised me to interrupt everyone, so.
And this chat who has officially asked me to be their mom.
That was adorable, by the way.
I am, I can't even tell you how proud I am of what you guys have accomplished. It boggles my mind that you're at $750,000 that you've donated to kids that need it. 4/5.
Totally worth it.
Okay, my math's not good. I've been up for quite a few days.
Worth it.
But I want to say I am so proud. I can't even express how proud I am of this original crew, of the people in this room, of the people who've been in these rooms, of the people in the chat room, of the people who have donated their money, their time, and their attention to this adventure. And I so look forward to next year and what else is yet to come. Thank you so much.
We don't go in much for the words next year around.
I know. That was the one that was like,
I'm sorry, what? Where's Kara?
You don't talk about that yet, okay? Too soon.
I didn't cry.
I know. What?
I almost
You're strong.
I forgot because I was thinking tech, Desert Bus, electronic stuff. I've been so focused on Desert Bus stuff for the last 6-7 months.
Oh man.
And
Crazy,
doing
sir.
my full-time day job.
I've been taking to referring to it as the third person in our relationship.
Because
Me,
after
Ashton,
work,
Desert Bus.
I would be planning Desert Bus stuff, I would be coding Desert Bus stuff, I'd be doing meetings with Fugi or meetings with the other Desert Bus crew, and Kara has been there through the whole thing for me, and I just wanted to say thank you. And I love you.
I'm a little scared. It's the first night after Desert Bus, and you're in our house.
It's allowed.
It's
allowed.
Hope you guys have earplugs.
No. We got the extra special thanks. I guess I should get back.
Yes, can we get back here?
Yes. Oh yeah, there's extra special thanks.
I forgot about that.
Oh my goodness me. Hang on. We're almost there.
Okay.
Almost there. Okay. People who have helped us out above and beyond. Mike Lunsford has done his own. Like a lot of people, don't sleep a lot while watching Desert Bus. He doesn't sleep a lot while watching Desert Bus and creates something. And he made us the amazing official Desert Bus poster this year, which is always. It's such a delight for us. Like it's really like morale building for us.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of that, Mike. Just how awesome it is for us to see what you make, and so thank you, Mike, so much for the poster. We can't wait to see it printed, and we're pretty much everyone in this room is going to be ordering one.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Sure.
Yep. The overwhelming support from Fangamer, who like last year they were like, "We love you guys. Here's a bunch of stuff," you know, and they sweetened the heck out of that pig. And this year they were like, "We want to do further. We want to do you the we want to do you the official T-shirt, which raised well over $8,000 thanks to you guys, and that's amazing. And the race." From because they're based in Tucson, the race between Tucson and Vegas was one of the highlights of the trip. Because
we thought of that idea, but it
wasn't just it wasn't just that you guys did it, but that you were also like really funny and entertaining and just awesome dudes. That was fantastic.
There's Darth Vader.
So thank you, Reed and John and everybody at Fangamer. Wow. Months ago, when we got the email from
Here it comes. Where are the tissues?
Pass them along.
When we got the email from the Make-A-Wish Foundation saying that
Daniel was coming.
When we got the email from Make-A-Wish Foundation saying that Daniel chose that for his wish he wanted to come here and help us put Desert Bus on, we were floored.
Yeah,
like it was just nuts. Like it was amazing, but it was like
that's what we're doing.
Who wants to hang out with us?
Anything.
You can hang out with actual like movie stars
and it really
and stuff.
loosened up by the end. It was awesome.
Oh yeah,
that was my favorite part.
Yeah,
he was great. Like
he had seriously good crabcore.
Yeah, he and his whole family was just they were just so
supportive,
so wonderful
so
and
wonderful.
awesome and friendly people, and we felt just so honored that that he wanted to come and use his wish to come here and be with us and help raise money for other kids that had to go through what he had to go through. Oh God, who's texting me?
Most inappropriate time to text.
Someone's going to be giving me crap for.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not reading. I'm not reading your texts right now. Sorry if you're my parents. I don't know. I don't know who it was. I'm sorry. It's probably not them because it's 12:15. So yeah, thank you to Daniel and to his family and to Make-A-Wish for setting that up. That was one of the most special things we've ever done.
Yeah.
And of course, to Child's Play, who started this, who have been supportive of us. For being such a wonderful cause and being so supportive and for covering our shipping costs.
Oh yeah,
because that would
bankrupt everybody and their
make this completely impossible to do, and yeah, just for being such awesome people and a great cause, worth subjecting ourselves to this for. Yeah. I think I'm done.
I've got one more big one,
I
but
do as well. Go ahead.
Oh goodness.
I can't take much more of
We
this.
need to proofread this list better.
No, it's okay. It's not someone who would be on that list.
Oh, okay.
I want to thank you guys.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We were getting there.
Okay. Hey,
It's not. That's not. No, go.
But
I'm done.
like seriously, I know that I'm always telling you guys you're amazing, you're awesome, and I know that when you say that enough times, it starts to sound like it's insincere. It's absolutely not. It is absolutely not. You make this possible. You make all of this happen. If you donated to Desert Bus, you're making this possible. If you watch Desert Bus, you're making this possible. If you submit an art challenge to Desert Bus, you are making this possible. If you turn on the feed for a second, if you show it to a friend, if you email it to someone, if you tweet it, all of you are amazing.
You can see me crash.
Yay. We like we come here, we
Dang,
put this
Lord.
on, we do this, but it's through. It is entirely facilitated from you guys, and you keep us sane.
Yes.
You keep us insane. You keep us doing things, and you are the ones who are
never thought we'd ever do.
If it wasn't for you
You're
guys,
funny.
we wouldn't have had Alexander Ditto's incredible fact challenge, which kept us
That's
in
right.
all weekend. We wouldn't have had Matt doing that amazing series of hats. We wouldn't have Crab Core. We wouldn't know Paul was such an amazing singer. We wouldn't have the incredible art that you guys do through the
Yeah,
contest
awesome.
and the milestone pictures.
I would never have known what quap was.
Nor I.
We're sorry. And we'd all be better off never forget.
Like,
How fun it could be to go to the store.
I wouldn't know about caramel dancing. Like, there's so much fun. Like, and just the people that we meet year after year. Like, we've met people we've met through the chat, and they're always such wonderful people. And thank you guys so much for wanting to watch us do this stuff, and for donating your charitable dollars to not only to a wonderful cause, but through our event. It means so much to us that we get this much support from such a huge community of people.
So chat, I know over the last few days that I've told you many times that I'm disappointed in you. But what you need to know is that I am what you call an actor. And that is called a performance. And called the bad cop.
This is why Matt is awesome.
You guys have made me proud this year.
Yeah.
And every year.
All right, Callie, do you have something? Because if not, we should really raise the mood with our last song.
Dylan is alive.
Last
song?
Wait, Tally, do you have one thing?
I did want to make sure we thank the chat. And it's sort of, like, I guess it's hokey and traditional, but I really wanted to say thank you to our parents.
Yeah.
My parents live really far away, and they have for a really long time. I'm sorry, I know they're not watching this because it's like 2 in the morning we're there. But I want to thank them for raising us to be the kinds of people who are insane enough to do this. And, everybody else's parents, a lot of them come by the moon base, they bring us things. My parents can't do that, they're really far away, but they're so supportive.
They let
My
their
mom
19-year-old
loves joining in
kids
the
fly
craft
all the way
along.
across the continent to be with us on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
To raise money for
My
sick
mother is
children.
sending me all these emails and messages and things about I can't believe how well you guys are doing. She tells her Bible study group about it. She tells everybody about it. It's just, I don't know. This is all about doing it for the children. And children wouldn't be there without their parents. And I just think we should thank them as well for, anyway.
Thanks for getting it on, Mom and Dad.
Especially Mr. and Mrs. Wiggins.
Bring it down like he always does.
Sorry,
He'll
just
be
a
here
bit,
all
Dad,
week.
one more thing for the chat. We love you all. We look forward to seeing you again next
love
week.
you
That's
all.
But before we say goodbye, we have a couple things left to
We have
do.
some more administrative things.
Is there?
We have we have the mystery box.
Oh.
We have the $5
Do
challenge.
the $5 challenge first.
Yep.
And save the mystery box for last.
Real quick, Dix couldn't make it. He couldn't get off in time to be replaced by a superior officer. So, but he says it's been an honor modding the chat and everything, and hopefully he'll be up here next year with you guys.
We hope so.
Thanks.
Hold on. I want to say thank you to a couple of chat people specifically. I want to say thank you to Kia Ora, who won the magic card auction and is letting us keep his magic cards.
Until such time as he decides to collect them. When we stop
And
being
can come and visit whenever he wants.
The problem with that theory, though, is I feel like if we all disband, Paul could just keep making things on his head videos.
Still technically only running around.
I want to thank Ocelot, who pestered Plaid for me, so I would still be able to see them, even though I missed their show, so I could do this. I know it's really dumb that I get this upset over a band, but I really like music. I do, okay?
We're just figuring out how to draw for the final raffle.
We have the $5 challenge.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I can
do the $5 challenge.
Let's do that first.
Well,
What was?
Can we thank the person who
Bidbot's
left
still voicing people.
What about Ryger? He gave us Harry
Yeah,
back.
Ryger.
What?
Harry became an entity in his. Yeah, thanks
What?
God.
Thanks to Harry.
What?
Harry's right there.
What's the time frame?
There
on
he
that?
is.
I love how he's still wearing the jacket.
10 to 12.
But I mean, really, you guys, we're
Oh, 10.
we're not that special. We're just a bunch of people, and we're kind of crazy.
We'd probably
we
be doing
would
this
not.
without cameras.
Yeah. But it wouldn't do any good without the cameras, and none of us would really be here, and it wouldn't have a purpose if it weren't for every single one of you guys.
All right,
And
let's
we're
draw
gonna
some
miss you
prizes.
like crazy when this is over.
Thank you to all the people who won auctions. Thank you to so many wonderful people. There are too many people to even start naming, and I don't like
All of you.
Just
Yes.
Everybody.
You.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the $5 challenge. So between 10, which please help me if I'm wrong.
22 is right.
Thank you. Okay, good. And so one winner between 10 and midnight.
12:20.
12:20.
12:20.
Right now.
because we said until we stopped.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're not officially stopped yet, but we'll stop the draw. So 12:20. All right, here we go. Tamorag!
You want to beg of our crab?
You won the loading ready leavings.
Kroze.
Wait, who was that?
That was unfortunate.
He has no right.
There he is. He's in the chat.
Johnny, can you give us our final PTCR ratio?
Yes, I
Oh
do.
yeah.
I believe it's 16-4.
Not bad.
4 to 1.
4 to 1.
Wow.
We'll take it.
Isn't that like our highest score ever?
Well, we did. That's not consecutive.
But yes, that's
Right,
the most
but-
amount of points we've gotten one year.
No.
Total? No?
Total? It would have to be.
Total,
Yeah,
yeah.
because we've never played this long.
Yeah, but if you crash it,
To everybody
But we
who's
crashed-
spamming
we-
my name, they
we
did
crashed.
actually thank me already, so
No,
Yeah.
we
don't worry
thanked
about it.
everybody. We thanked everybody you guys had mentioned in the
Trust
chat.
me, we didn't miss anybody.
Thank you,
Thank
Bidbot.
you, Bidbot.
Damn it!
There he
once
is.
you don't crash.